Hey everyone, James Reeves, TFBTV. As usual, it is my honor to have Mr. Thomas Spohr on the program.
Mr.
One
Reeves,
of the
nice to see you
best.
again.
It's nice to be seen. It's nice to be seen. I love IWA 2025. I love bringing TFBTV content to these guys, walking around seeing neat stuff like this. Thomas Spohr, best revolver you could probably get in the entire world. I mean, it is the Porsche of revolvers. And now we're seeing this interesting trend, and I really can't wait to see what the comments say about this, because we call these space cowboy revolvers. A carbine revolver, which it's interesting because in Europe, now Americans, they'll say, oh, well, that's kind of cool, right? But it's a novelty. But there's a different legal status for these in Europe. So these are a lot bigger deal because the legality, like this, anyone can buy. Like you're 18, you buy
in
this.
Austria.
In Austria.
For Germany, you need to be a sport shooter at least, so that's it.
But these are treated
sport shooting license, and then you can buy it.
And these are treated much differently. Basically, you can have like a revolver carbine, and it's treated much differently than a magazine-fed carbine.
Absolutely.
So these are
it's a one-finger repeating system.
Yeah, it's a one-finger repeater.
It,
yeah, that's what I would call it too. Sounds good to me. But this is a much bigger deal in Europe than it is the U.S. People are still going to want this in the U.S. because it's neat. But just now, with that all said, tell me everything about it, Thomas, if you don't mind.
So, So starting from the back, we added a special forend system. So now it is possible to adjust some special, whatever you like, this cool RR stuff, and it's adjustable because we're working with a buzzer tube, which is of course hollow.
Right.
But it's just for attaching the
AR style stuff.
stuff, And going more forward, we have the big frame, it's the N frame. The special thing is we started here with an 8-shooter. So let's open it. As you can see, it's 357 Magnum. We have an 8-shooter, and it's also going to be shot with moon clips. So as you can see it here, it perfectly fits. And then you have 8 shots. I cannot explain it often enough. It's no MIM parts.
Yeah,
absolutely. No MIM parts. All parts are done by wire erosion or EDM, however you call it. And it's also these guns, because of the cool look, it's DLC coated, so it's very reliable against scratches and easier to clean and these things. So then we have a Carl Neal grip, a special competition grip, which is cutted because of this adapting system. And going more to the front, we have a 16-inch polygonal barrel. Again, polygonal. That's what we do.
Yes.
That's what we love.
And you manufacture the barrel?
No. We drill the outer tube. It's cold forged from Merkel and Zuhl. So it's also
German.
Machines are very expensive. You cannot do your own barrels. You can do your own barrels if you have a threaded barrel. But if you want a polygonal barrel, you cannot do it by cutting. You need to do it by hammering the barrels.
Right. So these are ones you source the barrels from another German company.
Yes, that's Merkel and Zuhl. This is a traditional hunting company, and they have the big machines and they have the large numbers for barrel production.
It gets a Thomas Spohr seal of approval.
Absolutely, we measure them, and they are made on our remands and what we want to have. So it's even our drawing, but we just do the outer shape, and we control everything, of course, and that's how we do it.
Now, talk to me about the handguard, because I see it's almost like you've got like a little, like an extension
we not have this, I think, how you call this tube?
This is the barrel nut.
The barrel nut, I didn't know that word. But it's not a kind of a barrel nut. What we need to remove it a little bit forward, because you have this extractor rod on the revolver, and that's the reason why you cannot put it a little bit more back. You need that space.
Right, sure,
for the extractor rod.
But you did a good job. Like, this isn't just bolted up to
all the aluminium parts are made by special airplane aluminium. It's we call it dural aluminium. It's a very strong aluminium. So if you cut a metric screw into that aluminium, it's so strong. If the screw, we have different strengths for the screws, and if it's an 8.8 screw in an M4, the aluminium will not gone away. You will kill the screw, of course. So it's so strong, absolutely. And the forend, but it's M-lock system, so you can mount whatever you like.
Is the forend proprietary? Is this handguard proprietary, or is this shared with like an AR-15 platform?
No, it's our own platform.
Okay.
So It's our own platform, but it's a standard Picatinny rail, of course, and it has the M-lock, so you can mount whatever you like. We have, at the moment, it's mounted with a muzzle brake from Wilson, and also we mounted these, how you call that?
Bipod.
Bipod. Bipod. Ah, yeah, it's yeah.
Is it a threaded barrel? Like
No, it's a polygonal barrel.
No. So you said that earlier. You said it's like polygonal versus threaded. Rifled lands and grooves rifling inside. That's rifling.
Yeah, but it's not a shot.
Threading is.
The thread. Sorry. Yeah, it has a standard AR thread.
Okay. It's standard AR.
1.5 inch.
Half inch 28. Yes. Half inch by 28.
28, I think it's 28.
Yeah.
It's a standard system from the US, so you can mount your suppressor, whatever you like.
And that sounds right because when you're talking about 357 38, you're talking about roughly the same diameter as 9mm, and 9mm half by 28 is common. Sometimes in the old school they used to do half by 36, but now they don't really do that anymore.
Okay.
So it's probably half by 28, I would assume.
Yep.
Okay, so we've got this total package here. Space Cowboy carbine, the highest end one I've seen. We've seen a few variants of these lately, but of course this is Spohr. But this is Spohr. This is the top end. This is as good as it gets. So it's also going to be expensive as hell. How much?
Of course, yes it is.
Yeah, how much is it, Thomas? Give us the bad news.
Also, it's a little bit under 6,000 euros here in Europe. So don't ask me what it can be in the US because you have to talk to the ATF. You have some special tax and
and you're
we will
thinking
see
about
in the future if it ever will come to the US.
So how long has this been in development?
For 2 years now we have done it. We started with some polymer 3D printed parts and they cracked and we changed some things, but we are doing this now for 2 years, and on this show we have now the 2 finished parts with us. It's going to be
we're sticking
released.
with 8-shot 38 357 for now. Any plans to add different calibers?
I'm thinking about, I have to find out, I'm thinking about to do one in 357 maximum, which is very popular in the US, and maybe it can become popular here more too. And what would be fun, I think, would be something like 350 Legend and these new calibers from the US. They are more, they can be more useful for hunting. They have more power and
That's why I love coming by here. You're always a big dreamer. You're very creative. This is very interesting. Very expensive, but it's very nice. Maybe we'll see it in the US, maybe not. But if I am in Europe and I want one of these, when can I get it? Or is it available now?
We prepared parts for 25 systems, and if they are sold, they are sold. We will see.
Okay, very limited edition. Only
but as
25
I heard, you
for
will
now.
be in Austria?
Yes, in
I will
May.
send one for you, and you can shoot them there.
Okay, I will be back in Austria in May, and we'll have another look. We'll actually get to shoot one of these if I'm so lucky. But I am lucky today to have you on the program as
Always
usual,
nice
Thomas.
to see you here. Thank you very much.
Lucky to have you guys as viewers as well. Lucky to be here at IWA 2025. Stay tuned. We're bringing you more from IWA.
Bye.
Yeah.